If you're a Snapchat creator, I want you to listen because this will teach you how to create even harder. If you're a brand, I want you to listen because you can build a business on Snapchat. If you're a marketing agency or someone in that field, I want you to listen because this is how you should work with your clients. Thing number one, growing a Snapchat following, pick a good name. It is so hard to get Snapchat followers, and when you have a crazy name, like half of us have crazy names because we didn't know we were going to blow up on Snapchat, and now we have to tell people it's Geeohsnab, and it's so hard for them to know. Shonduras, there's like a million ways to spell it. So if you're just starting out, pick a good name so that people can find you. They have to type it in, it doesn't autofill. Pick a good name. Thing number two, how are you guys gonna get followers? All of you guys, do you guys have Snapchat accounts, I think? Raise your hands and stuff. Yeah, everyone has Snapchat accounts. How are you guys gonna get more followers for your brand, your business? Like, whatever your message is, how are you gonna get that message out to the world? That's what we're gonna figure out right now. Thing number one, don't post your ghost code, your Snapchat code. It doesn't work. I'm so serious, guys. Like, the very beginning was interesting. Like, wait, I can scan this code and it follows them. I'm gonna try it out a couple times. Now it's like I'm scrolling through Twitter and everyone's posting their codes, their profile pictures, their codes. I never, and maybe I'm different, I never see a code and be like, holy crap, another code, gotta collect them all. Pull out my phone, get it. Like, nobody cares about those codes. They've seen them everywhere. If it's your profile picture, it just makes you look like you're trying too hard. I don't want to offend anyone here. I'm just speaking like my actual thoughts right now. There's one place your code goes. It's called ghostcodes.com. I think they're a sponsor right here. Where's my buddy from Ghost Codes? He's somewhere. There he is right there. He invented the best thing possible. If you want to use your ghost code, put it on Ghost Codes. It's an app, and that's where people go to find new Snapchat followers. Like, I go there to see what kind of people are entrepreneurs on Snapchat, who's doing comedy on Snapchat, who's doing traveling on Snapchat. That's where your code is useful. It's not useful on your Twitter feed, on your profile picture, anywhere else. Done. Okay, next topic. So how are you gonna get followers if you don't post your codes? You're not going to tell people to follow you on Snapchat. That doesn't work. People, when they're consuming social media content, they don't want to listen to what you have to say. Everyone has their own free agency, and the thing about humans is we do things for our own personal benefit. We don't do things to help others very often. If I say, go follow this guy, you don't say, he needs more followers, I'm gonna go follow him. You're only gonna follow him if I give you a good reason, or you're gonna win something for free, or you might end up on my story, his story, get publicity from it. So when you're trying to grow your following, you need to do a really good job at being creative, and that's how you get people to follow you. So let's say, let's throw out an example here. If you guys are a business in London and you make pizza, London's known for their pizza, right? I don't know, I made that up. But if you're a London business, you have pizza, and you say, go follow us on Snapchat, nope, not gonna work. You probably have an Instagram following, Facebook following. You need to give them a reason. You say, guys, today we are having a pizza throwing contest. We're standing on the roof right now with these pizzas. We're gonna throw them as far as we can and see what happens. See those people down there? I hope we don't hit them with pizza. And then you say, pizza throwing contest is on my Snapchat, come say hi. They're gonna wanna watch you throw pizzas off the roof. Or whatever you're going to do that day, you show them why they should follow you on Snapchat, and then they'll come over and check it out. Or if you actually are doing that, if you're doing something really cool on Snapchat, post a screenshot or a quick video of it on your blog or on your Instagram. Be like, check out the story today, things are hype. Don't tell them to go follow it, just tell them to check it out, like we're doing some crazy stuff. Then if it's cool enough, they're going to want to follow you on Snapchat. Does that make sense? And that's how you get Snapchat followers. The other way is triggers. If you talk to people about like, hey, we're doing a contest, I'm gonna be reposting your Snapchats, that's motivation for them because they're gonna get seen by more people. Like when I repost people's Snapchats on my story, they're like, oh my gosh, millions of people just saw me, that was so cool. And that's their personal benefit. If you do that with your fans, they're gonna be hyped. Or if you're giving away free pizza, you know, like, why don't you guys do pizza throwing contests at home? You can draw the pizza, you can throw real pizza, I don't care, just get creative. I'm gonna pick a couple winners to get free pizza all weekend with your family and friends. They're gonna do it and they're gonna post and your campaign's gonna work and you're gonna get followers because there's a reason for them to engage with you. All right, is this making sense how we grow? Cool. Another way, you work with influencers. All these people here, they're all over the world. You could probably find someone close by. Even if the influencer isn't here, there's a lot of influencers that are a little bit smaller than us that didn't make it to SnapHappen. They'd be perfect to collaborate with your brand. Use influencers to get you more exposure. If not, collaborate with other people. Collaborate with someone in your local town, a popular high school student or university student. I don't know what you call it in London. University? Yeah? Okay. University student that's really popular. Collaborate with them. Be like, yo, dude, I'll hook you up with some free pizza. Let's make a cool Snapchat story. Boom, you just got in front of 500 university students. That was smart, and all you had to do was give the homie some free pizza. Does that make sense? Collaborate. As creators, that's how we grow as well. Collaborations. A collaboration isn't just, yo, go check it out, yes, free pizza, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't work either. You gotta give them a reason. You gotta be smart about it. You gotta be creative. You gotta think outside the box. Snapchat's about thinking outside the box. When you've been hearing from all these creators today, they're all really cool, creative people, and that's why they've been successful. They do unique stuff. They do Pokemon Wars. They wear weird clothes. Where's the guy that wears weird clothes? Look at this guy over here. Hey, Rasmus, hey, look at his clothes. He's creative. He's unique. He's a weirdo. Exactly. That's what your business needs to be. All right, so that's some growth for you. Now we're starting to grow. Actually, number one tip from Snapchat, this is really weird. The best way to grow on Snapchat is to grow anywhere else and then bring the followers over. It's very true. Snapchat's difficult to grow, but that's what's so good about it. I would rather have 100 people watch my Snapchat story than 1,000 people see my Instagram post. I'd rather have 100,000 people watch one of these influencers' story about your brand than 1 million people scroll past it on Instagram or Vine or Twitter or whatever else. Snapchat is powerful. Little numbers do more, but it's hard to get those little numbers. So get creative, collaborate, don't post your code, give them a reason to add you. Once you have the followers, those followers are so precious, they're engaged. Snapchat is killer, and that's why we're all here right now, right? Clap or something. I feel like I'm losing you. Clap? Yeah, all right. So now you've got some Snapchat followers, you know what you're doing. Let's talk about content. What kind of content are you guys gonna post? We hear a lot of the same things over and over. Oh, it has to be engaging, it has to be interactive, repost your fans, it's behind the scenes. Yeah, those are all right, but it has to go deeper than that. Even us as creators, like, I watch all your guys' stories and they're killer, but do you get caught in the same rut of only doing Snapchat art? Do you only interview people? Like, do I only skateboard on my Snapchat story? You gotta mix it up. And like, I have a problem with that too, because I'm running other businesses. I started a YouTube channel, I have a family, like all this stuff, and so I get caught in the same stuff on Snapchat, and I don't post as much as I should, and I don't do art, which people love, and like, that's a problem. If you're a pizza shop in London, and every day you're showing the behind the scenes of how you make the pizza, it gets old fast. You need to have a pizza frisbee contest one day. The next day you need to have a handstand contest where people are doing handstands on top of a pizza and their hands get all dirty, but it's okay because the winner gets free pizza. And people love watching it. And I really like standing on this chair while I talk to you because I feel more important and I can see everyone back there. I'll do this a lot, don't worry. So the content needs to be unique and outside the box. Handstands on pizza, pizza frisbee contest, have your fans draw their own pizza and send them to you. But don't get caught in the same things. Creators, like, I freaking love all your Snapchats, but are you doing the same stories over and over? I know I am sometimes. Like, add music in the back, add art, interview different people, do the fan engaging stuff, but don't do it every day. Like, mix it up, be different, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we feeling it? Okay, cool. Next up, we're gonna talk, once you've got the actual content piece, we're gonna talk about how you can work with an influencer or how you yourself can work. So if you're a creator, we're gonna talk about how you can work with a brand. If you're a brand, we're gonna talk about how you can work with one of the influencers. If you're a marketing agency, I'm gonna tell you how to freaking crush it at your job, which is hopefully, are a lot of you guys like agencies and marketers? Can I get a show of hands? Because I'm really curious if you work within that world. Okay, good, this will be good. Do me a favor and just listen. Okay, so, you're gonna work with a creator and influencer. This is very important. There is digital media, advertising on social media isn't new, it's been around for a while, but what's happened is a lot of people have tried it and they weren't really sure if it worked. There's been a lot of bad case studies of people using digital media for advertising. If done the wrong way, it's not effective. There's commercials on TV that suck and I hate them. There's commercials on TV that are super funny and they go viral. There's Super Bowl commercials. That's how digital media is as well. There's a lot of content creators, especially on other platforms like Vine and YouTube and everything else, where it's just really funny, quick videos and less of a story, that it's like funny video, funny post, commercial, funny video, funny post. And what happens is you'll see the fans, like if you go back to the days of Vine, you'll watch and it's like a funny Vine, and then a branded Vine, and you look at the comments on that branded Vine, 50% of the comments are like, I hate this stupid sellout, why'd you do this, ads suck, don't do this anymore, I'm gonna unfollow you. And the other 50% are 9-year-old fangirls going, oh no, I love you, keep doing this, it's his job, he has to do it, it's okay, you do you, boo, or whatever they say, you know? And that's a problem because that doesn't help your brand at all. It's a commercial break. As humans, we're trained. When you're watching TV, I don't know how TV works in London, but I know how it works in America. When you're watching TV, you're watching and then a commercial comes on and you just go get a drink or you pull out your phone and start doing stuff. Oh, and then my show's back on. You ignore the commercial completely. That's what's happening in social media, and it sucks because we don't want little commercial breaks. We don't want a Snapchat story of like all this fun stuff that's going on, and then, hey, commercial break, check out this brand, and then more fun stuff going on. That isn't right. When you're working with a brand, they need to be the hero of your story. They need to be the focal point, and it will help your content be better, and your fans won't care if you're doing branded content. Let me give you a couple case studies. Are you guys familiar with YouTube? There's a YouTube channel called Good Mythical Morning. They do funny videos. They do so much branded content and people don't care because it's part of their funny skits and they do it every week and people are used to it. Myself, I have done so many branded Snapchats. In the past 2 years, I've kept track on an Excel sheet of all the branded things, what I learned from them, all the information. Guys, I've done over 100 branded pieces of content on Snapchat. That's a real number. That might be more than Snapchat, I don't even know. But the thing is, my fans don't hate it at all because I do it in a fun way, and when I work with a brand, it's more exciting, or they get free stuff, or something completely out of the ordinary happens, so people are asking me to do brand deals. I did this thing for a while called Free Stuff Friday before I got super burnt out, but I need to bring it back. But that's a personal thing between me and myself. Free Stuff 15, got it, we're halfway, we're crushing it. Free Stuff Friday was such a good idea, I loved it. It was basically, hey guys, I'm super honest with you, brands want to be on my Snapchat story. They want to tell their story to you. I want to be able to do that, but you guys should get free stuff. If you're learning about brand, let's give you some free stuff. If they have cool products and services, let's give it to you, you know? And so every Friday I would work with a brand and do some sort of fun game or drawing contest or caption contest, and my fans would get free stuff. Holy cow, the engagement was through the roof. People loved it. Fridays, I got way more views than anything else, and it was my brand days when I was actually making money and a brand was getting their message across to people, but it was my most engaged day because people loved the free stuff. And that's because I didn't hide the brand, I made them the hero. A lot of brands, marketers, you guys out there are saying, when you do things organically and naturally, a lot of these creators are saying, yo, brands, we just want to do things organic. I just want it to sit in my Snapchat story. It can just live in my content. No, that's awkward. If you're just casually carrying around like a bottle of Windex in all your, it's just awkward. Do you have Windex in London? What's it called? Does it translate? Windowline? If you're carrying around a bottle of Windowline in all your Snapchat stories, it's just kind of weird. Like, why is he carrying around Windowline? Is this an ad? And it doesn't feel natural and organic. You gotta make them the hero of your stories. So when I did Free Stuff Friday, I was like, check it out. We're working with this brand. They make awesome products. So you make headphone, watches, wristband things, these things. If you make these, I say, these are awesome, I've been using them. If you guys could design your own pair of wearable headphones, what would you design them to be? I love these headphones, but what other ideas are you? And then people are snapping me like headphone hats and headphone belts and headphone shoelaces and all this weird stuff. They're getting creative, it's funny, they're talking about the brand, they're giving the brand awesome ideas, they're engaging, and they're saying like, those headphones actually are pretty cool, and next time they see them in the store, have a chance to buy them, they're probably gonna pick them up because they had a good experience with these headphones. I'm not hiding the fact that I'm working with them. I'm making the brand the hero, and that's why we're doing that cool story. And guess what? That brand is so cool, they're gonna give you guys a bunch of free headphones. When I do stuff, a year ago, I did a really cool campaign with a hotel chain, and I made that hotel chain tweet me. They said, we want you to naturally go on a fun Snapchat adventure and have our hotel in the background and make sure to sleep there and show a couple shots of the hotel and how comfortable the bed is, but do it organically and naturally. I was like, no, that's weird. The people are gonna be like, is this an ad? Like, why is he always in the hotel room? And so I said, no, here's what we do. You guys are gonna tweet me right now, and you're gonna say, Shonduras, we love your adventures and your Snapchat stories. We wanna send you on a free adventure. So they tweeted me, and I showed my fans, I'm like, look at this tweet I just got. They wanna send us on an adventure. Should we do that? us, we, our, should we do it? It feels like they just won. It feels like the hotel tweeted them like, do you guys want a free adventure? It feels like they just won something. They're stoked. How often do you get a tweet that you can go on a free vacation? Not that often. So I acted excited. They were excited. They were coming with me. Next up, I got my fans involved. If it's going to be the necklace, it's going to be whatever, you get your fans engaged and involved. Doesn't mean that every single time you have to say, draw something and I'll repost it on my story. Guys, we're kind of falling into that a little bit and it's getting old really fast. Let's find creative ways to engage with the audience. So in this scenario, I was like, should we do it? Everyone's like, yes, yes, of course. So then I repost some of those, yes, yes, of course. Okay, they're down. Then next up I'm like, well, where should we go? And people start sending me places all over the world. Come here, I live here, you should visit me here. But guess what? The brand has initiatives. The brand that we have to work with, they say, we want to showcase these 5 hotels. We want to talk about how comfortable the beds are. We want to do this, this, this. We want to use this hashtag. Okay, cool, brand. We can do that in a creative way. Check it out. So now I go, okay, I've been getting snaps from all over the world, and these are the 5 I've gotten the very most. Guess what? It's the 5 hotels that the brand wants to show off, right? So it's like, we can go to London, we can go to Berlin, we can go to Bangkok, we can go to Germany, wherever. And these are the 5 places. Screenshot where you think you should go. Now my fans are screenshotting and they're looking into those hotels. Like, what do these hotels look like? Which one's the coolest one? Where should we go? And it feels like they're winning the trip. They're helping me decide. The next day, I just show up at the airport. I'm like, guys, we're in the airport. We're going. Where are we going? Buy the ticket, like in the moment, on the spot, flip it over. We're going to Bangkok. Everyone's like, what the heck? Literally, he got tweeted 2 days ago. Now we're going to Bangkok. What is going on? This is crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I can't believe this hotel is letting us go here for free. That's so cool of them. The hotel looks like the hero that's sending us on this awesome adventure, right? They're not mad. They're not like, why are you doing an advertisement? Don't do sell out. No one's saying that. They're so hyped that we're going on a free adventure, right? So then we go to Bangkok, end of the story, we have fun, and I show off the hotel. I'm like, I can't believe I got this hotel room for free. Look how comfortable the beds are, blah, blah, blah. Look, there's a pool on the roof. We do all those initiatives, you know what I mean? While we're voting for where to go, I say, guys, I'm getting so many Snapchats. I want to see them all, but I can't open them fast enough. Tweet me where you think we should go. Just use the hashtag awesome hotel, whatever they want their hashtag to be. And now all of a sudden we're using their hashtag on Twitter, and it's working because it's part of an experience. Just telling people, join the conversation, use the hashtag. That doesn't work. No one wants to join a conversation with a hashtag. That doesn't work. So think of a creative way that we can get them to join it. Does that make sense? So that's just one example, but I've seen so many examples exactly like that from all of the influencers here and from a lot of brands and different agencies. And if you're doing it right, it works and it doesn't feel like a commercial break, right? The FTC guidelines, they don't matter if you're fully embracing the brand and making them the highlight, the hero. The reason that the content is so good is because of that brand. Then the FTC guidelines don't matter. Well, they matter, you still have to put them, but it's not awkward when I'm like, oh yeah, hashtag ad, thanks to this hotel for sending us across the world. They don't care because it's cool. It doesn't feel like I'm going on a vacation just because I want to. Oh, and I'm staying in this hotel, hashtag ad, look how comfortable the bed is. That's awkward. You make them the centerpiece, the focal point of all the content. Does that make sense? Cool, thanks for saying yes. It makes me feel like you're listening. All right, how much time do we have really quick? So I want to make sure we have a little time for, where's my guy that holds up fingers? 10 minutes? Okay, killing it. All right, we're going to keep talking about stuff then. Now we're going to go back to creators because I know there's a lot of creators here. Even if you're a brand, you're a creator. You're building a brand for yourself, right? Even if you're an agency, you're trying to like build up your name in the agency, do really cool campaigns. If you're one of these influencers, you're doing really cool content yourself. It sounds corny, but it's not. Think about it, guys. One day, you're going to be gone. You're going to die. You're not going to be here anymore, but your content lives on. Even if you're a brand, like your message, your product, the service you provided, it lives on. Like a lot of people who have created brands back in the day, they've passed away, but their brands live on, like Nike, crushing it, good apparel, it's sports, it's like, get after it, just do it. Like that lives on. Each of you as a brand or a marketer or an influencer, you have a message that'll live on. If you're just drawing pictures on your phone to get followers, you're not leaving behind a legacy. You're just drawing pictures on your phone to get followers. If you're a brand that's just trying to get followers to sell more stuff, you're just selling more stuff and it's not gonna work. Like, think about that when you're doing social content because that is what matters and it's not corny, it's real life. When I am gone, I want people to remember Shonduras and be like, yo, that dude always hopped on chairs and spoke really funny and fast. And I want them to remember that. But so my YouTube channel, I recently started a YouTube channel. Not recently, it was like a year ago almost now. But I love it, and it's called Best Day Ever. Every single day, I post what I'm doing that day. I'm making a video right now. Where's my camera? Can I see that? All right, you guys are on my YouTube video. Can you like wave or something? Hey, over here too. Hey. So yeah, this is my YouTube video. It's called Best Day Ever because literally every single day is the best day ever. On the way here, I wasted an entire day of my life in an airport because my plane got delayed 3 times, but it was still the best day ever because me and Steven were traveling together. We bought rock candy, and then I met some weird people, and then I saw this kid that I hadn't seen for 3 years, and we had a long conversation, and it was just really, really fun, and so it was still the best day ever, and that's what I try and portray. All my Snapchats that I've done in London so far, I'm kind of doing this theme where I go around, have fun, wave to people, high fives, and there's music in the background that makes it look very fun. It just looks like I'm living life to the fullest, and that's what I want my Snapchat stories to be about, and that's what I want my YouTube stories to be about. And when people think of Shonduras, I want them to think of high fives and best days ever and always smiling and doing crazy stuff, and like, that's what I want them to think of. As you guys, as influencers, when they think of you, what do you want them to think of? Oh, that one guy who draws pictures on his phone? Or do you want it to be like, that guy who, fill in the blank, whatever your message is, like, share that message with the world. We have followers for a reason. Let's crush it. You guys as brands, you have a product that is awesome. You have a service that is incredible. Like, share that message on your social media and people will like it that much more. Don't just try and sell stuff. It will have an ROI somewhere, somehow down the road, but don't focus on that, especially on Snapchat. Snapchat doesn't have a direct ROI. Snapchat is about providing value and being awesome, right? Okay, I think 5 minutes, 5 fingers, give or take, maybe 6 fingers. Let's do a Q&A. I want to do it fast though, I don't want to waste any time. I want you guys to have questions ready. Who has a mic that's going to be, come on guys, where's my second mic? Come on guys, we're killing time here. Where's the second mic? All right, I'll be the second mic. Raise your hand, ask a question fast. I'll answer it fast. We'll go to the next question. Go, who has a question? Who has a question? Go. Right here, okay, go.
I love the idea of working with influencers, but how expensive is it? Is it affordable or as a brand?
She wants to know if influencers are expensive. Heck yeah, we are. You pay us lots of money. Brown paper bag on my front lawn tomorrow. I'm just kidding. Working with influencers can be anywhere. I've done brand deals completely for free before because it was awesome content for my followers. It was something that I truly believed in. It was a good message. I've done charity work. I don't know if it's called charity work, but like a good UNICEF, United Nations. I met with the president of the UN and we put together a campaign for UNICEF completely for free, but it had a good message and it's something I wanted my followers to believe in. I went to Disney completely for free because I wanted to tell their story and it was a free vacation for my family and I just went to Hawaii with Red Bull for a surf contest because I learned how to surf. I swam with sharks. I had a blast. They paid for me and my family to go there. I didn't ask for compensation because I enjoy Red Bull, they're friends, and it was an awesome experience and my fans could see that and it felt very real. But are we always gonna do it for free? No, like you have to be able to, if you guys want to be able to get that reach, you need to be able to pay for it. All of you have marketing budgets or the brands you're with have marketing budgets. If they throw something up on a billboard or a TV, yeah, you're gonna get impressions, but is there actually gonna be a conversation happening? Is it gonna stick with the viewers? That's what you need to figure out with your brands. And if they have X amount of dollars to go towards TV and billboards, like, no, let's put that towards digital media. Let's put that towards something that starts a conversation and gets people engaged. If you can see how many tweets got liked or how many Instagram posts you got or how many comments, cool, that's a comment, that's a like, or that's something like that. But on Snapchat, you can get actual pictures, feedback, people using your products and sending you pictures, people sending you videos talking about your services. Like, you can get that kind of real feedback. And if you work with an influencer in the right way, you can say, this is the kind of stuff we want. They'll screenshot, they'll save the videos, they'll do all that. Then they'll send you a Dropbox file or a Google Plus link or something like that. And you can put that into a deck and show it to your boss. And instead of reporting some stupid numbers, you can report a deck that has people using your product, engaging, talking about it, like real pictures of people that are digging your campaign and enjoying it. And that is gonna make you look like a boss because on Snapchat, people engage. Cool? I don't remember what the question is, but hopefully we answered it. Who's next? Oh, Snapchatter, yeah, influencers. They cost money sometimes, but it's money well spent. Every brand has a marketing budget. Use it in a wise way.
Hello.
Hey, boy.
Hey, who's your favorite person to watch on Snapchat?
Oh, shoot, they're all right here, but I'm just going to be super honest with you guys. Snapchat art that has been, since the very beginning, incredible. Turban Chino right here. I've never met him before because he's from a crazy country that I don't want to mess up right now. Philippines, maybe? Philippines. But his Snapchat art is really good. Stories, oh my gosh, there's so many good storytellers here. Like, honestly, you guys, come talk to all these influencers and follow them all. They all have something unique about them that is really incredible. And as I meet them, I just met GeoSnap from Norway, and I like fell in love with the guy. He's hilarious, and his random strangers, so good. So talk to all of them, follow all of them, and then as you're following them, you can see who fits the brand you're working with, who's closer geographically to the brand's demographic you're working with. Next question, go. While we're waiting for the next question, I'm going to say something super important that I want you guys all to realize. When you're putting together your SOWs, your contracts, whatever the influencers are going to use, this is super important. Whenever I get a contract, it says, make a Snapchat story, use a promoting tweet, maybe do a Facebook post. It's just like they're asking for the content. No, go deeper, ask for the engagement. If I was in your shoes and I was doing a campaign with a brand and influencer, I would say, look, I want you to take 50 screenshots of the fans engaging, and I want a Dropbox link of those so I can put together an awesome like reel or deck or something afterwards that I can show my boss. I want you to retweet 5 fans that are engaging. If the fans are drawing their own crazy earphone wearable things, I want you to retweet 5 people that tweeted about that. If I'm doing a YouTube video, people are commenting, I'm getting 5,000 comments, I want you to comment back to 10 of those people, 50 of those people, comment back, and it shows that you actually care about the campaign you're doing and you want to talk about it, and then it induces more engagement because they see you're commenting back. Why do you guys not in the contract include engagement? Make us retweet, make us screenshot, make us talk back, make us comment back. That will be huge for your campaigns, and influencers, even if they don't ask for it, do it anyways, because then the campaign's gonna be that much better. You're gonna blow the brand's mind, you're gonna blow the agency's mind, and you're gonna develop a long-term relationship and do it more. Don't just make content, make a story, make an engaged like memory for everyone with the brand. Did we find another question while I was ranting? Right there, go for it, girl.
Oh yeah, so what sort of analytics do you think brands should be asking you to report on? Like obviously you're gonna ask about views, but is it people snapping you back?
Yeah, she wants to know about analytics on Snapchat. That's like an age-old question. Number one, if you go into the brand talking about all the things we just talked about engagement, I'm gonna have a Dropbox folder of all these people participating, and we're gonna spread this conversation, and they're gonna say, make sure to tweet us. And if you build it all out and explain that to the brand, they're gonna be hyped. Then you can follow it up with analytics. We can see the number of views, we can see screenshots, but even more important than those numbers, you can say you can get numbers anywhere. I can post this campaign for you on Facebook, and we can get 5 million views if you want to put $500 or quid or pounds or whatever you guys use behind it. But if you do a Snapchat story, then you're getting real engagement, people's faces with your product, like just what we talked about earlier. That's more important than numbers. They can get 2 billion loops on Vine, they can get 5 million impressions on Facebook, but with Snapchat, they're getting actual engagement, actual feedback, they're creating a conversation. So, yeah, the metrics aren't great on Snapchat, but they're more important. You don't need metrics on Snapchat, you're starting something bigger than that. Let's do one more question or 2 more until I see those fingers tell me to stop. He's got like 2 or 3 minutes. I lied, he said 1 or 2, but I'm doing 2 or 3. Go, hurry, right?
Things, if anything, that you hate about Snapchat, the platform?
Pretty much everything. That's pretty serious right now. Snapchat is so hard to grow. They don't feature people. I don't have a profile picture. My content disappears. If you type in my name, you can spell it wrong and not even know it. But that is, somebody earlier said, like, the challenges of Snapchat, that's what makes it fun. And it's true. Having those Snapchat followers, just that little amount, they're so much more valuable because it's a one-to-one relationship. They've added you. It's like a friendship. It's like trading phone numbers. It's real. People can have so many followers on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere else, but they're just numbers. It doesn't matter. So I pretty much hate everything about Snapchat, and that's so serious, but that really is what makes it good. But make sure you're diversifying. I don't know what Snapchat's plans are. They don't work very well with brands. They don't work very well with influencers. So who knows where this whole space is going within Snapchat. But right now it's hot, and in Europe it's super hot. So hop on Snapchat right now and ride it as well as you can, but don't have that be your entire business plan. You gotta focus on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I know I keep saying like, oh, those are just likes. They're important too, and they're gonna be your long term. Who knows what's gonna happen with Snapchat, but for right now, crush it on Snapchat, use these influencers, but use other platforms as well. We only got time for like 7 more questions. I'm just kidding, fingers. We'll do 1 or 2 more. Where's the microphone at, the second one? Does anyone have a hand up? I don't know, but this girl's getting... Sorry, I will not give you my microphone. Craig Fox, ladies and gentlemen.
I was just wondering, is there an example of campaigns that you've been sent by brands that aren't relevant for you?
That are not relevant?
Yeah, that you've had to turn down because they're not relevant for your channel.
I have turned down a lot of brand campaigns, but not because they're not relevant, because the brand wouldn't see eye to eye. They wouldn't meet me in the middle. I don't need complete creativity and control, but we need to meet in the middle. So those brands I've turned down. I don't want to tell my fans to go download stuff or like go visit this website or whatever. Like there has to be a story and a reason behind it. When brands don't see that, when they want me to just do a tweet with like 5 hashtags and hashtag sponsored and tag the brand and tag the product, like the tweet just looks like a bunch of weird blue and there's no like me behind it. That's what I want to turn down. Unless they offer me lots of money, then I'll just hurry and do it and be like, sorry followers, but I had to make a lot of money on that. But the ones that don't make sense with my brand, the window clean, the Windex, the window, help me here, what's it called? Windowline. I would freaking do a campaign for Windowline in a heartbeat because I would find a funny way to do it. I love going to the skate park. I would take Windowline to the skate park and I would wax the wells with Windowline and try and grind it. I would do so many cool things with Windowline. I would have a Windowline party. I would put Windowline in squirt guns and have a squirt gun fight. I would clean the windows of my house and my car with Windowline using squirt guns, and it would be awesome, and I would prove how good Windowline is, but I would do it with a squirt gun. You just gotta get creative. Most people be like, that's weird, I don't want to do a Windowline campaign. No, I'm going to find a creative way to do it, and that's going to be awesome as long as Windowline's able to work with me and meet in the middle and be creative. And I know all these influencers are the same, because that's why they're in this boat. They're creative and they know how to like work around stuff. They know how to grow a following on an app that completely sucks for growing a following, so they can figure out how to do an awesome campaign on Windowline. One more question before I get in trouble. Who's it going to be?
It's down here.
Down there, kill it, Craig. Flawless Fox, what's the number behind
81.
it? What?
81.
81. Flawless Fox 81, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Flawless Fox.
Hi. You mentioned that
I did.
Ghost Codes was a great place to find people.
They paid me. I'm just kidding. No, it's real. It really is good.
Fair.
There you go.
But anywhere else that we can find some great Snapchat influencers to work with?
So Ghost Codes is awesome for that, but Snapchat influencers in general, it is a little bit harder to find us. There's not like a popular page or a trending page, or Snapchat, like I said, is very difficult. But what you can do is Google search. There's lots of different articles that are written about popular Snapchat influencers, and I've seen myself and a lot of these guys on there. But again, that can be political also. That can be just a whole bunch of people who have the most followers. Pro tip, you don't want to do Snapchat campaigns with the people who have the most followers. They don't know how to be creative. They don't know how to make engaging content. They're going to make a really long, boring Snapchat story with an ad in the middle and then continue their Snapchat story. You need to use an actual organic Snapchat influencer that grew on Snapchat because of their creativity and their one-to-one relationship. I would rather work with one of these influencers here that gets under 100,000 views than one of the giant Viners or YouTubers or whoever that gets millions of views, because I know the content's going to be on and it's going to start a conversation. Crap, back to the question. Say the question one more time. It's the last one, I gotta answer it. Oh, where else can you find us? Okay, so Ghost Codes, look around on the internet. The other thing is just talk to us. Honestly, like if you Google search Shonduras, my website comes up. It has the contact information. My email's snapchatshonduras@gmail.com. You can find it anywhere on the internet, and you could be like, we have this campaign. What's going on? How should we do it? And if it's perfect for me, I'm going to want to work with you. If not, I'm going to point you in the right direction. Talk to other influencers. I know what each of these guys' strengths are. If you say, we want to do a campaign that is very heavy on like the creativity and drawing, I'm like, cool, here's your guy, here's your guy, here's your guy. If you want to do a story and send someone traveling to go do something, cool, here's your guy, here's your guy. Just talk to us. We all know each other and we can point you in the right direction. I actually just hired, this is my buddy Steven. Hey Steven, come here really quick, stand up. This is Steven. He just barely started, clap for Steven. He just barely started working with me because I have all these cool Snapchat opportunities, and sometimes I'm out of town or I can't do it or something. So I say, hey, Steven, you have an awesome following. I saw Snapchats that are very creative. I liked them. So I was like, hey, come work with me. You can do a bunch of campaigns with me. It's just word of mouth. Snapchat is a little bit difficult, but if you dig deep enough, you'll find us. And that's why we're so cool. We're hard to find. We're like Snapchatters in the shadows. Steven, you can sit down. All right, that's it. I gotta roll before the guy gives me too many fingers. Clap, clap. Yeah. All right. But definitely come and say hi to me later. Come talk to all these other Snapchatters. We'll figure stuff out. We would love to work with you guys. Rip Snapchat.
Thank you, Sean. Killed it.